So I hope everybody can see the screen very well. What is code coverage? Basically, code coverage is if suppose you're using PHP unit as a unit testing for your unit testing tool for doing unit testing your code. So code coverage is basically it measures how much unit tests you have written against your code. If suppose it gives you a percentage, basically if suppose you have a class where you have written 5 functions. So for that 5 functions, if you have written three or two unit tests, then these functions, the code coverage will tell you that you have covered only 55% of your coverage. So you have to complete at least 70 to 80% coverage ideally. So it gives you the report basically for that particular code, how much you've covered, how much unit tests you've covered. Now for PHP code coverage, we are using two open source technologies, two open source unit testing tools. One is Simple Test, and other is PHP Unit. Simple Test is basically mostly used in Drupal based projects, so which is very famous in Drupal. If suppose anybody is using Drupal, then they must have come across Simple Test. PHP Unit is basically used in all the all the other PHP projects, like it is same as what you know in Java, which is JUnit, and in .NET NUnit. Now PHP unit has it can be used, it can be checked in other tools, available tools wherein other than Jenkins. So let me just go into the report which shows you how it looks like. So this is a simple test coverage report. Simple test coverage report. So this will show you the complete coverage, percentage of coverage which has been done. Percentage of coverage which has been done, and this is the report for individual file. If suppose this is one file which is an INC or a PHP file, it shows that it is covered only 101%, or in this case if it is module.inc, that shows just 53% covered. So this will give your team leads an idea, basically, or a team leads an idea like how much unit test has been written for that particular code, and make sure that more and more unit test is written, which will make the code better and which will mitigate the problems and integration issues. So the next is PHP depend and PHP copy paste detector. Basically PHP depends, it gives you a report of what is depending stuff, and then PHP copy paste detector, basically if you're copy pasted the code from somewhere else, and if there are errors and repetitive code, it shows you the report. I'm not going into detail of that. So that is what we cover in the run code analysis of the presentation. Now run the automated test. Now what is automated test? Basically suppose, like I said, the PHP unit is the test, simple test is the test. So it gives you basically a report which shows you that you have covered this much of test for that particular for particular code, and you have it is very different from the coverage, but it gives you how much of your test is passed, how much of your test is failed. If suppose you have written 5 functions, and for that 5 function, 3 unit tests you have written, but in later stage you change that function, but you forgot to change the unit test. So when you run this analysis, run the automated test on that, the unit test fails because you've not changed the unit test doing the testing unit test as per the new code. So this is the report which gives you unit testing. So I've just picked up PHP unit and simple test for the unit testing, which is widely used in PHP projects. So what PHP unit is basically, it is automated unit testing framework like JUnit and NUnit, which I have described. So this is the command which has been used to doing unit testing, and which gives you a report. If you look at target name unit test, run the unit test, It generates the report which is junit.xml and clove.xml. Now clove.xml is used can be used in Jenkins to report the unit test failures. There is one more which which I told you was a simple test. Simple test is again open source, which has been used widely used for Drupal based projects. Now you'll ask me which is better in this, PHP unit or a simple test. Now if you ask me that, then PHP unit is better because it is widely used and it supports many tools, many Windows tools in it. Simple test is good, but it is more native to Drupal basically. Let's go further with this. So this shows you the test results. This shows you the test results, how the test result, how it would looks. Now suppose you look at this count, like if it is green, then you have covered most of the test, or all the test is passed. If it is red, then the test is failed. So this gives you the report which is there. This report is in Jenkins, which shows you how much test you have covered, how much methods you have covered. And this gives you age, like how much age you've come up with. So this is what we've done with the automated run the automated test. I am just running through this very fast because of the time constraint. We have already lost some time in early. That's why I'm not describing. I'm not going into detail of all of them. So this is how the continuous integration server is all about. So like I said, there are many continuous integration server like Cruise Control and Hudson. There is TFS for .NET, and there is Jenkins. So now Hudson and Jenkins is one and the same, and Cruise Control is a different thing. I would, if suppose I compare all of these for open source, I would go with Jenkins, because Jenkins is more better tool for continuous integration with any kind of development or with PHP, and you get lots of blogs which will tell you how to do the continuous integration with Jenkins and using PHP. Going back to CI server email results. Now whenever a build fails, basically build fails or anything happens, or if there is an issue with the integration, there is an email notification or any kind of notification which is sent to a developer as well as the team lead. Hello? Hello?
Yes, Mr. Shashikant. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're audible. You're completely audible.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, you're audible.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. So this gives you a notification like what is email notification which to your stakeholders, to the team leads, or to the managers that this build is broken and this person is broken. Suppose you can integrate it in Jenkins, or Jenkins saying that this team is working on this module and this team has broken the builds. So this is the CI notifications which can be configured on this. So this notification can be of multiple types: email notification,